Hey everyone, gorgeous Friday out there, isn't it? I'm very excited for the weather outside. And of course, Groundhog Day. Now, most meteorologists just can't stand Groundhog Day. I'm not one of them. I tend to like Groundhog Day, but we've got some fun stories that we wanted to talk about, and we decided why not go live? It's so pretty, let's just give it a try. Well, happy Friday and happy Groundhog Day. This is the Ozarks' first and only online news report where we bring stories, headlines, and of course, the weather. We do it in a matter of minutes. Well, February 2nd, it's an all-out party at Gobbler's Knob in Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania. Now, here in the Ozarks, it's a lot more laid back, and that maybe has something to do with the fact that the Ozarks used to celebrate Groundhog Day during a completely different holiday. February 14th, we celebrated Groundhog Day on Valentine's Day. Now, this was a highly debated topic. From about 1900 to 1940, the old-timers did not want to adopt outsiders, foreigners, and younger ways of doing things. The old-timers believed they were rushing the winter season. I have more on this story if you go to our website, ozarksfirst.com. It was really interesting to read about that, and that the Ozarks, one of the only places in the United States that actually celebrated at a different time. So, and this video from Pennsylvania is always a crack up. They seem to have a lot of fun with it, and as they should. Okay, well, our little furry forecaster predicted an early spring. And while it's accurate for today because it's absolutely gorgeous across the area, it's not always the case. We have meteorologist Matt Hefner joining us right now. And Matt, you did a deep dive into the accuracy of Phil.
I spent probably too much time diving into this. Yeah.
Well, I really enjoyed it, though, and that story, of course, is on our website, ozarksfirst.com. But tell us a little bit about what you figured out about Phil's accuracy.
Yeah, so something I noticed is he normally gets pretty scared and sees his shadow. That's about 84% of the time that he sees his shadow. So the fact that he didn't see it is kind of rare for that. He had 3 decades where he went straight of seeing his shadow, and his accuracy, it's not the best. It's a little bit worse than a coin flip, Natalie.
Okay, and here in the Ozarks, this is the data that we're looking at right now. You took the years, what he called for, and then how it played out here at home.
Yeah, and then we kind of compared that to how it turned out for February. If he called it was going to be a late winter, what actually happened. Last 3 years, he saw his shadow, kind of got a BC grade on that, and it's really hit or miss, for that. He knocked it out of the park back in 2016.
2017, you gave him an F.
Yeah, he said it was going to be a late winter, and that was the exact opposite. Just plenty of warm weather that came back in 2017.
Okay, so he would not have a job on the most accurate weather team.
Not for too long. I think he's going to be right today because it is feeling like early spring, getting that spring fever coming out, warm weather.
We know, though, this is fake spring. You grew up here in the Ozarks, as did I. This is not real spring.
We're not done with winter. A lot of people wish that we are. That's going to come back. I think we'll be warm for today. I think next week we'll even hang on to some warmth as well. But once we kind of get to the middle of February, that cold's going to creep on back.
Oh, for sure. It is. Okay, well, I love this story. Again, it's on ozarksfirst.com. How accurate is Phil? Thank you for joining us, Matt. You can catch him on the news tonight starting at 6:30. Am I right?
Yep.
Okay, very good. Thanks, Matt. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at our forecast from here on out for the weekend. I mean, we had 70 degrees today. Tomorrow's going to be about 60 degrees, so still on the warm side. Phil is still right, technically. But then as we head into Sunday, we're going to be much closer to average across the area. We will see the chance of rain late Saturday into Sunday and Monday, too. It's not going to be a washout kind of rain, though. It's going to be a lighter rain with the heaviest down to the south and out to the west. How much can we see? Maybe on the high side, close to an inch. The further east you head, it'll be less, more like 1/10 of an inch to 1/2 of an inch. Meteorologist Tom Schmidt had something interesting today, that this is the first time since, I believe, summer of 2022 that the Ozarks is not, some part of the Ozarks is not under an extreme drought. So we're doing better in that way of things, the drought monitor. Now, we still have a few dry places out there, but I'm glad that we're able to bank just a little bit of moisture before we head into the summer months. Oh, funny. Ed's one of our viewers watching right now, said, my now late mom used to talk about the changes of the Groundhog Day. I was wondering if the old timers actually remembered it because it happened so long ago. I wasn't entirely sure, but that is one of those stories that I believe his name was Vance Randolph. He's an Ozarks folklorist, and he had written books, and part of that included, that the Groundhog Day was changed around 1940. The Missouri Department of Conservation also has that story too. I will post that story coming up on our website, ozarksfirst.com. But if you remember, if you have like stories of your grandparents saying, this isn't when we celebrated, I'd love to hear them. That's a really cool deal. Okay, well, enjoy the weather while you can. Phil was right for at least the next couple of days. He's not going to be right long term, though. So we will keep you updated throughout the evening. You can check out our website, ozarksfirst.com, anytime, or you can watch our news tonight. We've got Color 10 at 5, 6, and 10, and we've got Fox 49 at 6:30 and 9. Have a great weekend, everyone.
Sure.